Hey, what is up guys? We are back with hashtag 45. 45 weeks of UWatt. As always, I am Jace and I am joined by my friend Squeak, but we are joined by two others. You know, it's 45, so we're going to have a battle at the end. Obviously, Sir Patrick Moore just committed suicide the last time. He was slain. Like, he thought he was Goliath and David came with his rock and just slewed him. So we've got the return of Darkstar Hads. How are you, Hadi?
Yo, what's good? I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, everything alright? And then we've got his competitor. You get to see the battle at the end. Spreez has come back. He's trying to get a win.
Yeah, as if that's gonna happen.
Nothing but L so far.
I will try.
Okay. So yeah, and then we have the well, he used to be Sir Patrick Moore. I don't know what to call him now. Dobby, I guess. How are you, Squeak?
Dobby, yeah.
Don't want to be Dobby?
No.
Patrick Moore after a stroke.
Oh,
wow.
fuck's sake. Okay.
I think that set the standard.
That is something else. So
The
Squeak.
has been sufficiently lowered.
Actually, I'll start with Hadi. So Hadi, what have you been playing this week?
To be honest, it's the same that I've been playing as Destiny. Just got my new Elite controller.
Okay.
Days. That's about it, really.
But say I saw you sent me that clip of you like multitasking, managing to melee somebody, revive somebody, and aim and shoot at somebody all at the same time.
Yes, sir.
Suddenly
Can't do
become
that
like
manual controller.
you become like Machamp using a controller, like. And Spreez?
Strong with me now.
Yeah, I've been varying. Gora Crovey came out on Xbox, so me and Squeak have been playing that. Bit of Rainbow as well. 7 Days to Die with its ton of glitches.
Okay.
And bugs, but yeah.
Still
Yeah.
playing it. How long have you been playing 7 Days to Die? It's been more than 7 days.
You know what? It's depressing because a day in the game is 50 minutes. So I think at the moment we're on like day 90. So work that out. That's how
Okay.
long I've been playing. And that's how long I've been playing this world. So the world before that, I don't know how many hours I clocked on that.
Oh wow. Shit. And finally, I'm gonna, let Squeak take the lead because he didn't play in something in particular that came out this week, and I'm interested to hear what he thinks. Simon, what have you been playing this week?
Wow. Why did you say it like that? I feel like I'm in trouble now.
I was queuing you in, that was all.
I know, but you said, like, governments and shit, like, full names. My mum talks to me like that when I used to be in trouble. Shit.
I didn't drop your middle name or your surname.
It doesn't matter. It's straight names.
Okay, sorry.
But anyway, yeah, No Man's Sky. I played it quite a bit on PS4, and it runs smooth and everything. I went to, like, I was gonna do like a sort of first impressions on it on PC as well. I say sort of because I played it on PS4, but it keeps crashing, man. But I've heard
On PC or PS4?
On PC. On PS4 it runs smooth and shit, man. On
Optimized
PC,
though, isn't it?
yeah, I was gonna say on PC there's been like various different problems with it, like frame rate issues and just crashing. Some people can't even get it to start, like.
Oh, wow.
The thing is, there was a lot of stuff with is it the Jimquisition? Like he had on his website, he had a review, and it was like he basically gave it something like 4 or 5 out of 10, and then all the fanboys then attacked him and DDoSed his website.
Yeah, I saw that
because they weren't happy with his review.
This is the thing, though. It is like a 5 out of 10 game because it's very basic. Like it's survival, but essentially you're just. If you're not, like, mining shit, you're just going from planet to planet. And that's about it. Like, you're not, like, base building or doing anything like that. And even if you could do that, it'd be pointless because you're fucking off anyway.
Yeah. It's one of those things as well where I think, from what I read, because there was a thing with 2 people in, like, the first day who both ended up on the same planet, but there was no kind of interaction with each other, whereas, what's his name? Just trying to find his Twitter. But one of the guys... Sean Murray, so he said about how there would be things for the chance of 2 players ever crossing paths in a universe this large is pretty much 0. And he's like, we do have some online features and Easter eggs so people can know they're playing in the same universe. It's about cool moments. And then on the first day, 2 people found each other, found the same planet and contacted each other on Twitch or whatever. And yeah, there was nothing to say that they were both there. At which point, Sean Murray's then gone on to say, like, we're going to add a scan for other players in the map. We're going to add this. We're going to add that. But we weren't ready to have this many people do it so quickly on the first day. And it's like, well, if you've announced that you're going to have that in the game and then you release it, surely you should have it
on release.
Yeah, because I wasn't surprised to hear that 2 people found each other on the first day. It's the internet. Everybody's if it wasn't for the fact of things like Twitch, people wouldn't know what other worlds other people were in.
It's the amount of people that are going to be playing it as well. Like, of course, there's going to be it's global, isn't it?
Mm.
So, I mean, I get it. There's like 18 billion. Is it systems or is it planets? I think it's systems, but yeah, still.
But yeah, so on Metacritic, so far, the PS4 version is on a 70, which, for a game that was, so amped up, that's a bit low. But it'd be interesting to see kind of what goes on. Hadi, have you seen much of No Man's Sky at all?
Yeah, I did see a little trailer.
And what did you think of what you saw?
Wow, it looked amazing. Like, the amount of depth in that game.
This is the thing, though. It does. It look like the environments and stuff looks like there's going to be like so much depth in it and like stuff for you to do, and it just falls so short of it. It's so basic. Like most of the time, you're mining out a bit of plutonium, getting yourself fueled up, and you're fucking off. And then even the interactions with like the alien races, it's like it's just a choice of 3 things, sort of.
As I say,
then you fuck off, and that's as far as it goes. There's no like story or quests. Like the closest thing I can say they have to a quest is like if you solved they have little codes and stuff, bit of a puzzle game in it, but that's simple as well, very basic. But you can find crash ships and do them up and take them. But that's as close as you're gonna get to a quest, and then even then, that's if you want to take it or not. Like, might be a shit ship. Like, but yeah, it's really basic.
All the streams that I've seen looked like they were all doing the same thing. Just like there might be a different alien there. It might be a slightly different color, but generally it was point your laser gun at a rock, shoot it, and then go somewhere else, point your laser gun at a rock and shoot it.
And this is the thing, I sort of find it's sort of one of those things where it's like, oh, next planet, I'll see what that looks like. But then as soon as you've seen it, it's like, okay, next planet, let's see what that looks like. But it's like, how quickly will that just become dull and boring, and then you've seen it all?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I'd rather play Elite Dangerous over No Man's Sky.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Because there's so much more to do.
I think there's more interactions as well, isn't it, in space?
Yeah, the community. You can land on planets on it.
I haven't played it since that update, to be honest.
Yeah, you can land on planets on it
Spreez couldn't land in the depot, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Right off.
Have you played Elite Dangerous, Hadi?
No, I've seen a few.
I was gonna say, I think you'd enjoy it. But yeah, like it was the way that it was me, Spreez, Squeak, and Hugsy playing it. And Squeak and Hugsy, they've played it, they keep landing inside the depot, and then they get their auto docker or whatever it was. And me and Spreez are trying to figure out, first of all, where the bay is to even fly into. And bear in mind that this like space station's rotating, and then you get in there, and then it says to you like, oh, your bay is number 34. Then you have to find 34. Whilst this room's rotating, and if you take too long, then the station counts as an enemy and they kill you. And so while we're struggling to get in, you just got, that giggle, you just got Squeak giggling away, Hugsy laughing at you, and then you're like, but I can't get in the depot. But yeah, no, it is well worth a look at. So you're saying then, Squeak, that you prefer Elite Dangerous, with things at the moment as they are, Elite Dangerous over No Man's Sky. The
thing is, Elite Dangerous is... I'd say you can compare them because they're sort of similar. Land on planets, you explore space. There's so much more in Elite Dangerous. So much more. Quests, there's influence, things like that. There's economy, trading. You can be a pirate.
Interaction.
That one. Everything. It's all there. There's depth to it. Whereas No Man's Sky, it's sort of, like I say, it's really fucking basic. It looks like it could have been deep and so rich, like the environments, and they could have made so much atmosphere and stuff. But I think they've just really missed the mark with it. Like,
okay. It'd be good to see.
Sorry, just go on.
No. You Spreez, go on.
I was thinking, can it be built on? Because when Elite Dangerous came out, it wasn't the game it is now. So
it wasn't, but in its basic form, it still had more.
Yeah.
Than what this game does.
I'm gonna say, because I think the thing for me that I liked with Elite Dangerous was the fact that, I just jumped on, you guys said you're in this sector, then I could fly over there and I could see you guys battling these ships and I can just jump in and join in. I think that's the part of it. For them to make a single player experience that seems to be so repetitive, they've kind of made like a Minecraft in space and then taken out the community aspect.
See, it's not even that, because I was gonna do like the first impression thing and I was gonna compare it to Minecraft, but it's not even as deep as Minecraft because you can't build there is crafting, but essentially again it's just crafting fuel.
Okay, so I think they'll have to revisit this in like a few months once they've got things up and running and they've put in whatever updates they have planned, because it just seems like they've released something really basic. The servers haven't been down because they've angled it in single player, which obviously a lot of other games have issues where they can't even run on day one. So yeah, watch this space. Moving on to the next part. So Spreez had a bit of it was quite inquisitive before the show started. So the geniuses that are Matt and Trey, the guys that have to do with South Park. So we've got a new South Park game coming, and one of the gimmicks they've got, if you go to Gamescom 2016 and you demo the South Park the Fractured But Whole, you get to try out Nosulous Rift. Spreez, do you want to explain what Nosulous Rift is?
It almost looks like one of the face masks that they have on The Division.
Okay.
And basically, while you're playing, obviously the game South Park The Fractured Butthole is based around a South Park character who has superpowers of farting. So what they have decided to do, Matt and Trey, and I don't know how they twisted Ubisoft's arm into it, is basically give you this mask that replicates the smell of the guy farting. Now, I asked Jace before the show started, is this a serious thing?
Yeah.
It is. So they have made it.
I mean, not to just throwing that out there.
Instead of the goggles, you got it in your nose.
Yeah. So it doesn't say whether or not this will be released with the game. I doubt it will, because I expect this piece of kit took a lot to make. But yeah, they're gonna have it. So anybody going to Gamescom 2016 and demoing the game will get to try out the Nosulous Rift.
It's just gonna bring out the worst kind of people. I don't think people are going to be trying it out for the actual game.
The thing is, on VG 24/7, they've said that when playing the new South Park game at an event, every time the player lets one off in the game, the Nosulous Rift, which fits over the nose, will fill the user's nostrils with a whiff of popper perfume.
Okay.
So in essence, people are going to be doing poppers at these events.
Wow.
Take what you will of that. Did any of you guys? So I'll start off. Hadi, did you play the last South Park game?
No, but I was watching you guys stream it quite often.
Okay, yeah, because I did when I done the Jace, there was a mini series on there. They've said that this one's going to have twice as much as the last one. So I found that the last one for me got quite repetitive. I didn't finish it just because I just wasn't enjoying the game anymore. It done that whole thing in South Park where stuff was getting really funny, really insane. You've been shrank down and you're walking over a bed whilst your parents are having sex and you've got to avoid testicles and all that madness whilst fighting Nazi fetuses and that. But the combat just got really repetitive really quickly. Whereas they've said they've added a lot more and tried to extend the gameplay, so there's twice as much to do in it. So yeah, it'd be quite interesting to see what goes on. And like Spreez said, I wonder how they got Ubisoft down to be able to create this piece of technology.
It can't be a serious thing, right?
Okay, I'm gonna ask all you three guys, yes or no question. If you went to Gamescom, would you try on the Nosulous Rift, Hadi?
No, I'm gonna have to pass on that. I don't think I'm a smell fart.
Spreez.
I don't know. I think I'd gauge other people's reactions before I made that decision.
Okay, and Squeak?
What did you say it was? It's farts or wait? Did you just say people are just having poppers?
So the quote was when playing the new South Park game at an event, wearing the Nosulous Rift, it will fill the user's nostrils with a whiff of popper perfume.
But you say perfume, but
So it doesn't necessarily mean it's a popper. It's just going to smell like a popper.
I'm just saying. Squeak, what's your answer, mate?
fuck it. I'd try it.
I think I'd have to try it just to kind of like, but it all depends on that first blast, doesn't it? Like, cause I tell you what, sometimes, I mean, we're all men, sometimes your brew's not too bad. And there's sometimes where you have to leave the room because you've just done too much. So depending on what setting they've got the Nosulous Rift on.
You on about shitting yourself right
No,
now?
I'm talking, no, just like the SBDs.
Gotta go white, friend.
The SBDs, the silent but deadlies. And it's just one of them things where I think that the first fart would determine it for me. If it was really bad, I'd be like, nope, not playing, I'm done. I'm good. But otherwise, I'd be like, yo, that smells like cabbage.
You got to wear your fart on your sleeve. You got to be proud of it, mate.
Got to wear your fart on your sleeve.
Fuck it, I'd know what? I'd go in there. I wouldn't look at other people's reactions. I'd just fucking go for it. I wouldn't listen to no one. Because there's that thing of like, I know what? That's not even a good fucking analogy. I was gonna say it's like when you smell a drink or food, but then in this case it's only gonna be smell, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you don't like it.
And then it'll be, is it going to be the same smell repetitively?
That's the thing, isn't it? Because surely you just adapt.
Yeah.
Adapt and
What about
overcome.
like, the jelly beans? You know, the random
Oh, the mad jelly beans when you get like the Harry Potter ones and
yeah.
oh my god, those are not a good time. Yeah, I wanted to. So what I was going to do, I was going to get us to watch the video, but in last week's show, you know, after what happened when me and Squeak tried to watch a video and it just didn't work. Yeah, that
Made
wasn't
us
possible.
look a right fucking cunt.
Yeah. So Battlefield, but for Battlefield 1, they've released a new vehicles trailer. Have you guys checked that out at all?
No, I haven't, to be honest. Battlefield 1 kind of pissed me off to a certain extent.
Okay.
I was
Spreez
really
is jealous.
No, yeah, I am. My heart is burning. But you know, at first I was really excited, really hyped up, and then they gave the game to a ton of YouTubers who have just done nothing but release content day after day, which has kind of killed the hype for me, to be perfectly honest.
Kind of seen a lot, isn't it? Like,
I know DICE have a tendency to try and involve the community a bit more than other developers do.
Yeah.
Which is always good, you know, but I think they've given too much too early.
Okay, so what I've done is I am just about to send you guys a link to it. So we'll quickly watch it and then get feedback afterwards. But with the gift of editing, I'll cut it out so you guys don't have to listen to us. Okay, so we've all just quickly watched it. So I will start with Spreez. Give me your impressions of the video then.
I mean, it looks fantastic. You can't deny that. You know, however, obviously with the trailer, I'm not, like I say before, I'm not as hyped as I really should be because I've actually seen gameplay with the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's Battlefield, and where it's not an offshoot like Battlefront or Hardline, you know, I'm expecting it to be good. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay,
Mildly.
cool. Was there anything, Hadi, that you noticed in the trailer, the game, I don't really know what to call it. I guess it's a vehicles trailer. Is there anything that stood out to you in that trailer?
yeah, I kind of like the whole fact the class integration of the actual vehicle per character. You know, that is pretty cool because obviously with the old one, if you wanna be a mechanic, that's what you got is just your repair tool.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, it looks like you got per class for each vehicle. If you're specifically for your plane, for your tank, for your car, depending on what you're using.
As I say, the way they spoke about it kind of reminded me of a person like with their pet. It's like, you know, this guy's gone into battle with his pet chicken and he is equipped to look after his chicken under any circumstance. And okay, so those are two quite positive things. So Squeak, bring us back to reality, mate. What did you think of it?
It looks fucking shit. I really don't like the look of it, honestly. Like, I'm not even... And, like, most people will be like, oh, you're just saying that because everybody else like that. No, I don't like the look of it.
Squeak's a hipster.
I can vouch for this though. He's been saying this since the start.
Yeah.
Because the thing that you got to remember is that they're showing you the best bits. It's a trailer.
That's true,
It's
is.
there to grip you and pull you in. When I saw it showcased, it was shit. I thought it looked just like, yeah, it looks kind of good, but it looks a whole lot of nothing. It's just, yeah, there's nothing new. It just looked boring.
Okay.
To be honest, the fact that when they showcase the thing, they're showcasing people more than the game.
Yeah.
That to me just said.
The thing is, I swear, everybody was high at E3. Everybody was high as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't know, man. It's that thing again. When I saw the first trailer, it's a trailer. It's there to make you hyped.
as I say, the thing is, for me with Battlefield 1 is, well, Hadi's known, since we were at school, you know, if it was a game that was set in a World War era, I've never really been that into it, because Hadi used to always take the mick out of me because I didn't like playing in the past.
Right.
But yeah, so as always, the links to all the videos will be below, so you'll be able to check that out for yourself. But yeah, so moving on to this week's WhatsApp. Before we get into what game is it, this week's WhatsApp, Barclays Premier League, it is back. I know Squeak doesn't care, but Spreez and Hadi, how hyped were you to see that it's back?
So happy.
After a disappointing Euros, even though it won me money.
Just watching it now, Rooney just scored, so it's 2-0 to Man United.
Oh, Hadi ruined the magic. Ooh.
You say I'm not bothered. You did ruin the magic, Hadi. How dare you? I've been proper hyped for sports ball for ages.
So with the return of sports ball, the English league, I thought I would check out the Barclays Premier League app. So they've given it quite an overhaul. Obviously Fantasy League, with the Premier League comes Fantasy League. So looking at it, I was like, oh snap, you used to have to pay for it. Now you don't. But they've given a whole overhaul to the website and all sorts. The thing that I really like with the app is just that there's quite a lot into it, more than I was initially expecting. You know, you've got a tab for your Fantasy League. So if you're a person that does do the Barclays Premier League, you can go on, you can check your points, you can pick your team, you can do your transfer, but they've also got a thing of the scout. So on the website, you used to have all these different links for all these news articles and tips and stuff like that, but it's all built into the app. And it just means that for somebody like me, who's only recently started to get more into football in recent seasons, compared to somebody like Hadi, who's been watching football and just been into it from the beginning, I'm still able to get those few insider tips and kind of get into it that way. I mean, I'm still doing shocking in the leagues, but, you know, we're still partway through game week 1. Sorry, Squeak, ruining the magic again. The thing that I like is the way that at a click of a button, you can straight away see the statistics, see who's the top goal scorer, top assists, which team has the most goals and who's got the most clean sheets. You can look at people's records, you can check their form, and all sorts. There's also little videos, so for the games that are coming up, the big games, they'll have their trailers literally on this app. It'll tell you what channel you can watch the games on. You can look at the league table, you can look at the fixtures coming up. I just feel, I feel the only thing missing is the live update notification side of things. So I'm still having to use another app to get the live score updates, but I haven't seen much kind of coming up unless I pick my team. So with my team, it'll show me my team news, which is pretty cool, but I feel like it hasn't been pinging up with stuff that's happened in the game. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think for football fans, they've actually made a pretty decent app. Hadi and Spreez, would you agree?
Yeah, this app has improved so much compared to last year and the year before. It's gone from simple to basic to now very advanced. And like you said, they could still add a couple of more things to it, but I think they're on a really good track to develop and progress with that app. It's brilliant.
Have you used it at all, Spreez?
I haven't, but now after hearing what you just said,
check it out.
Store, literally just download and.
So for me, I feel like I'm going to give this, it fits its purpose, it works really well. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 watts out of 10. So yeah, check it out. As always, the link will be below. This is on iOS and Android. So it's our, what would you call it? Obviously, every 5 episodes since 20, we've started to do What Game Is It? Obviously, there was a few times in between where we got too pissed up and were unable to do the show. But, yeah, for those that don't know, the way this works is that there are 5 game titles, and for each game title there are 10 clues. The clues start off quite obscure and get more obvious as we go on. The quicker a person gives me the correct game, the more points they will get. You guys are able to shout out as many answers as you want. I'm going to be... Well, I will let you know when I need a specific one in the series. And this week, all of the games are on the Xbox 360. Okay?
Okay.
Are you familiar with the rules, Hadi? You ready to play?
Yep.
Obviously, last time it was Pokemon themed and Squeak took an absolute tuning.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Still bitter about that.
Spreez is coming off an epic lose streak. So...
I mean, this will be my third if I lose this.
Yeah.
Trick.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's just your third?
Yeah,
I have no
because
idea, to be
because it was
perfectly
because you guys had the trailer when it was a rematch.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. So first game. First clue. Guns.
Call of Duty.
Enemies. Limited arsenal.
Counter-Strike. Global Offensive.
Headshots. Duck and cover.
Gears of War.
Spree's got it. Gears of War. Okay. Ooh, okay. So that's a nice 6 points there for Spree's. Off to a good start. So I am doing this the old-fashioned way, using a pen and paper. I just realised both your names begin with S. Right. Okay. So that's 6 to Spree's. Next game. Guns. Enemies. See what I did there? That's going to be on every single one, just so you're prepared. Next clue. Decent arsenal. Crap controls.
Ooh.
It's a first-person shooter.
Borderlands.
The main character has red hair.
Red hair.
There are loads of missions.
Metro.
You play a secret agent.
Oh man.
Oh, what?
The character's name is Joanna Dark.
Oh, Perfect Dark.
Oh, Squeak, who got that one, mate?
I don't even want to call it.
Do you know? I'll give them both. I'll give them both 2 because that was like, yeah, I couldn't have picked.
You sound like you wrote these just before we started.
You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. Yes, I lost my original list of games. Yes, I had to write these before the show started. Just because you fucking got your ass kicked by Hadi last time doesn't mean you need to shit on his episode, alright? Get back in your box.
I'm just
back in your box.
It's very unprofessional.
Okay. With this next game, I do want the specific title. Okay?
Okay.
Clue number 1. Guns.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty World at War.
Enemies.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Tanks.
Battlefield 3.
4-player co-op.
Ooh.
Road to Tanks.
A to B.
A to B.
Clowns.
Clowns.
Roller coaster.
I know it.
It's not Gotham. Is it Gotham City Imposters? No?
Witches. Swamp.
No.
Zombies.
Plants vs Zombies. What?
What do you think it is, Squeak?
Left 4 Dead 2.
It was Left 4 Dead 2. There we go.
Okay.
Well, you said tank.
I thought we were talking first-person shooters, but we're talking general shooters, yeah?
But yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It's still a
they're not even. I was gonna say the thing is they're not all shooters. It's just the first 2 clues happen to be the same.
Okay.
Okay. So there we go. Next game. First clue. Guns. Enemies. Cars. Single player. Again, want specific title.
Carmageddon.
Choices. Sandbox.
GTA.
Specific driving.
GTA 5. GTA 4.
GTA 4, Hadi got that one.
He dipped me to it.
So that's 3 points there for Hadi. Okay, so the scores currently stand at 8 to Spreez and 5 to Hadi. Okay? Now this one, I want the specific title. First clue. Squeak, what's first clue, mate?
Guns.
There we go. Enemies. Military. Competitive online.
Counter-Strike, go.
Kill streaks.
Call of Duty 4. World at War.
Afghan.
World at War. Modern Warfare 2.
Spreez got it. 5 points to Spreez. Okay, there we go. So this week's winner is Spreez. He's managed to break his lose streak. Hadi, commiserations. You know, you did manage to strip Squeak of the title. So,
Which I personally will be forever grateful for. Thank you.
It's one of those awkward. It's one of those weird triangles, isn't it?
It's a shambles.
Well, you wasn't involved, so that.
You complained.
I
was going to say you complained about having to keep winning, and now you're complaining because why? What's your complaint this time round?
Well, what was the first 2 clues for everything?
It was a theme.
Oh, was it?
I deliberately did it for all 5. Because the thing is, some of the other games I was looking at, so I was looking at like Borderlands, I was looking at Batman, I was looking at Lego, some of the Lego games. I was going to do Red Dead, but I thought, I thought I had a good mix. I mean, did you think my questions were okay?
Yeah, I guess they were.
Thank you.
At the start.
The third or fourth hints, yeah.
They
all were very similar.
The meant he thought about it. He wasn't impulsive. He's not a sore loser. Because Hadi knows that in a few more, what games is it? He's going to be back and he's going to challenge that title again. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Hadi?
No, not at all.
Okay, he will be back. So Spreez, you got to defend that title and then we'll have a rematch in like 10 or 15 episodes. So yeah, I guess that kind of does it for this week's show. Thank you, Hadi, for coming on. Thank you, Spreez.
Thank you for having me.
Squeak, have you enjoyed having some friends on the show?
Yes.
You sounded quite stern with that. Yes,
I'm sorry.
did.
What did you want from me? I give you an answer.
No, and I accept it. I was just building up a bit. That's all. Cool. So yeah, guys. As always, get a hold of us on the relative media. You can get us on Twitter at @UWatt_. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/UWattpodcast. Catch us on Podomatic, uwatt.podomatic.com. And we're on YouTube, youtube.com/UWatt. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Before we go, Squeak, is there any advice you'd like to give to people?
No. Don't listen to my advice. That would be really good advice. Yeah.
Paradox. I like that.
Yeah.
So there we go. As always, I've been Jace, he's been Squeak, and we'll see you next week.
Later.